enjoy this and be ministered to. Because that's what Mind for God Productions is all about. Your God-given vision is our vision, we bring it to life. Cassandra Stewart is the musical artist of this music that inspired me to put the words to the play to it, and I just want you to minister, to come alive. Thank you.
Social media all up in everybody's business.
Yeah, but people are the one in everybody's business. People are the one posting on social media sites.
Exactly, that's my point. You can't hide from people who can post anything about you at any time. All they need is a camera with a cell phone with a camera or video on it.
I'm not running from anybody. I'm just trying to get away from everybody. Especially him. Thanks to you.
Don't start talking about him. You know it'll only make you upset again.
Still calling it my being upset?
Of course. What else would I call it?
Crazy?
You are not crazy, young lady. You were just upset, that's all.
Stomping my feet and slamming doors, that's getting upset.
You know what I mean, Gina.
Crying until I get my way, that's being upset.
Okay, Gina.
Stomping my feet and slamming doors, that's getting upset.
All right now, Gina.
Taking a full bottle of sleeping pills, that wasn't being upset, Mom.
Okay, Gina.
Cutting both my wrists with the razor, that wasn't being upset.
Gina.
Killing my unborn baby as a result of taking those sleeping pills and cutting my wrist, it wasn't being upset.
Stop! Just stop it! Just stop.
There's a difference between getting upset and trying to kill yourself. I wish you would face up to the fact and stop trying to act like it didn't happen, Mom. Sending me to this school, this art college, isn't going to change the fact I'm a murderer.
Baby, you are not a murderer. The devil is a liar. You will not carry his lie with you to abundance.
I just want to break through this pain, and I can't do it at a school with a bunch of artists.
Baby, you can't break through that pain anywhere. It doesn't matter where you go. At least at Abundance, you have the opportunity to learn, to do the things that God gave you. All those gifts you got inside you. And then you'll meet new people and make new friends and learn how to go all the way with the plans that you had before you met that good-for-nothing boy.
Oh, still calling him names? You're just gonna make it worse. I did what I did because I loved him. His fault and all.
That kind of love almost got you in a casket. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus, let me just calm down. Because you know what? It's not about me. Baby, I don't want to talk about that or him. All I want to talk about is how my beautiful daughter is getting ready to go to the best college in the nation that you always wanted to go to, baby, since you was a little bitty girl.
Okay, Mom, stop. Help me pack if you want me to go. I'm only doing this for you and Dad. I don't care about music the way I used to.
Oh, baby, don't even worry about it. It'll all come back to you. Once you have a passion in life, all it takes is one little spark of light to ignite it. And then it's all the way, baby. All the way with the full flame.
There you go. How's it rolling? uptown, downtown, north, east, west, and show no south town, which is your town. If you've been keeping up with my daily blog, I know you have, you know I'm about to step into the next level of my super songwriting career. That's right, baby. Bradley Lee got accepted to Abundance Populace Academy. I'm finna make some waves on my own power, my own gifts and talents. I'm going all the way with it, baby. All the way. Well, guess that's my cue to wrap this session up. Remember, keep yourself on alert.
Man, one of these days, you're gonna tell me why you always end your vlogs with keep yourself on alert.
I mean, everybody need to be on alert, even you, Benji.
There are many things in life you can be on alert for, Bradley. Anything in particular, you warning us about everyday life.
Let's see. Bloodsuckers, crybabies, obese people, homeless people. You want me to go on?
Man, you need to get a grip. Everybody can't be born with a silver spoon in their mouth like you, Bradley.
Silver. My family prefers gold. See? Benji, you're just a bleeding heart of another person. People need to be on alert for it. Because a person can't grow up when a bleeding heart is telling them everything's gonna be all right. If you're a big F up, and that's you, bro.
But you're the tough guy, though, Bradley Lee. Not me. I happen to care about other people and their problems. You, on the other hand, can care less.
You got that right. You got your bags packed yet?
Being packed.
Good. You got me pack mine.
I didn't come over here to help you pack your bags.
Then what you here for?
Here for some advice.
What you need, bro? A hookup for you leave town?
No, man, please, come on. I don't need that. I could get a girl of my own if I really wanted it. It's something different.
What is it?
Go ahead.
What is it, bro?
I'm thinking about changing my major from dance to music.
Changing your major? What you mean? Dance is in your blood. That's all you know.
Yeah, you right.
See? What I tell you?
No, really, man, no, really. I'm kind of scared about going to Abundance. There are going to be a lot of talented and gifted dancers there. And I may just be another dancer amongst many. And all of which will make me big with the same goals. How can I compete with that, Bradley? My mom worked too hard to put me in this college. Too hard. And I just don't want to waste my mother's money.
Nah, your mom worked too hard to put you through dance school. Plus, can't sing anyway.
I can sing as well as you do, Bradley.
I'm a songwriter, not a singer, just like you're a dancer. And not a singer, and we're both lovers and not fighters. For real, man.
No, really, man. I love to dance, but I just don't like the negativity that comes along with it.
Bro, don't be tripping on people calling you gay. You know who and what you are, Benji.
Right, but I used to dance around the house when I was a kid. My dad used to call me a punk and a sissy and used to get mad at me for doing it. He even beat me sometimes for doing it.
Bro, wake up, wake up, wake up. Your dad been there for 10 years now. You still carry around that anger with you?
No, Bradley. I'm just saying, I know how people see it, that's all.
Nah, the question is, how do you see yourself?
I see myself the way I've always seen myself. As a man who loved to dance.
Then the hell how people see you. Don't give up dancing just because you're afraid of what people won't say about you. Hey, people talk about me all the time. You see me get mad about it. In fact, the more they talk, the more they know my name. Brad.
Well, I wouldn't brag about the names people call you, Bradley. They ain't very pretty. In fact, they're downright disgusting.
Hey man, I don't care. I'm not sensitive like you are. But you know what, man? We about to leave these people in the dust. Me the top of my songwriting chart, Brad. And you the top of whatever chart they call the dance charts. All the way, man, all the way.
All the way.
Dear Mom, I just can't take it anymore. I can't live another year with the knowledge that I'm a disappointment to you. I know you try to act like I'm not, but I know you, Mom. You only like perfection, and I'm far from perfect. In fact, I'm not capable of being perfect, and I don't want to be perfect. What does perfect give you? It gets you always being put on the spot. People don't allow you to make mistakes when you're perfect. People don't allow you to need help or ask for help when you're perfect. People don't even like you when you're perfect. I've tried. I've gotten all A's in school since kindergarten. I participated in every single program that I could, that I was able to in high school. I've never been in trouble with the law. I've never gotten in a fight. Well, at least that you're aware of. And I've never taken drugs. You would think, with all of that going on for me, that you would be proud of me. It's fun, Mom. Not once did I ever hear that you were proud of me. I mean, I just assume that you are. What child doesn't want to think that their parent isn't proud of them? But you, really proud of me? You never said it. But I miss Daddy. He always told me how beautiful I was and how I could do anything that I wanted to do in life. There wasn't any pressure from Daddy to do well in school. He always said, do your best, baby, and you'll be just fine. I remember when I got an A- in the second grade. Remember that, Mom? I came home crying. And all you said was, well, do better next time and stay. But Daddy said, girl, what you crying over an A- for? It's better than a D-, isn't it? Then he laughed, his big hearty laugh, and he picked me up, and he swung me around the room. You did laugh. Now I'm off to the school of my dreams, Abundance Populous Academy. And I should be happy about that since I've wanted to go there since middle school. Not everybody can get into that school, Mom. You have to be excellent at your craft to get in. And I'm excellent at singing, yeah. It's where my heart is. And I know you would rather I go to Howard like you. But Mom, I don't want to go to Howard. I want to sing. At least I did when you sing. Now all I want to do is die. By the time you get this letter, I'll be in a faraway country. So far away that the only way you'll see me is in death. I've got it all planned out. I'm going all the way. Breaking through the silence is a victorious shout. Blow the trumpet in Zion. The redeemed are coming now. Ready your hearts and minds. Ready for this time we go all the way, all the way, all the way. This time we're going all the way, all the way, all the way. When you're really serious about freedom, nothing can stop you. Let's go.
Breaking through the silence is a victory shout. Blow the trumpet in Zion. The redeemed are coming now.
in the world. Well, illegal in our part of the world, and we are so happy that you have chosen our college to be your college. Now, you children have about 10 more minutes for the bell to ring to start round one of your future. Now, don't be late.
Let's see now, what type of geniuses do we have starting this year? Okay, let's see. Benji Mans. Ooh, sounds like a name of a puppy. 19 years old, African American, dancer, singer. Single parent home, so student.
Yes.
Coco Brown, 18 years old. Name like Coco Brown, I know that's a sister. But the names that these parents come up with, I'll tell you. Beauty pageant queen, artist, model. Ooh, dancer, a diva in the house, I'm sure. Honor roll student. Parents divorced. Bradley Lee, 19. Rich boy. Not too bright, but daddy's got lots of money. Have won a few songwriting contests. Has had a few problems with authority. Always one in a bunch. Donna Marvel, 24. Ooh, a little old, aren't we? Singer, dancer. Daddy is a major producer in the music industry. Must be here because Daddy once a year. Gina Gizzard. Gizzards? Oh, Lord, you're going to have to change that name. Not star quality at all. Now here's a name I like. Candy Moon. Gizzards and candy. I'm hungry, that make me hungry. Lord, this protein bar. Oh, too late for that. Okay. Good morning. Come on in, everyone. My name is Miss Catherine Chester. Go ahead and have a seat where you find yourself comfortable. Hi, good morning. Yes. I'm head mistress at this school for the past 15 years. Yes. There you go. Have a seat. Just don't stand there, child. Have a seat. You ain't on no runway.
Come sit next to me, Coco. I saved you a seat. I'm good at yourself.
Young man, when you come into my classroom at Abundance Oculus Academy, you will not come into my classroom listening to music with your eyes closed. You will come into my classroom with respect. Young man, you will come into my classroom for whatever the universe has to offer a young, ungrateful man as you. As you!
What?
All right, everyone. Hey. Chop, young man. Hold your mouth. You're holding up the process. Now that we have everyone's attention, stand up. Now, let's play a name game, shall we? You. What is the name of the African-American dancers whose acrobatic technique of flash dance made them the greatest dancers in their time?
Come on, you can do this.
Tick-tock.
Come on.
If you don't know, just say so.
I don't know.
You don't know what, young man?
The answer to your question.
Well, if you want to know the answer to that question and you want to be a great dancer, you need to learn that and many more.
It's the Nicholas brothers.
Harold?
For y'all.
Right, and you're a dancer?
One thing you will learn here, don't, correct? question.
Ha.
But yes, you are correct. You, who was the first black woman to sing on the radio in the U.S.?
Hattie McDaniel.
Hey, Candy, well now, potential. You, what was the name of the 7-time Grammy winner who wrote Soon and Very Soon? Right here, right here, right here. Tick tock, tick tock.
Hey, wait a minute. I know this one. He recently died of a heart attack.
Yes!
What's his name? No, Andre Crouch. Every funeral I go to, they sing that song. Did they sing that at your dad's funeral?
They sure did.
I know it. See?
They play that song at my cousin's funeral too. Too bad they had to close the casket because he shot himself in the head. He was so cute.
Hey, cut it out. This is not a social hour.
Wow.
Have a seat. Now, many of you I know are questioning my motives and actions here on your first day of abundance. You may want to think before you begin. Many of you will find yourselves doubting your ability and crying on whether or not you can make it here at abundance. My job is to give you confidence in your craft. At abundance, we want to give you something that you've never had before. Something that some of you have never seen before. I want to give you confidence in your gifts. But I can't give it to you if you're not willing to accept this. I want you to give it to the world. Something that will change the world. Listen to me. I know you wanna holler out. I know you wanna scream and shout. Feeling like everything's falling down. I know you wanna be the best. I know you wanna do success. Without me is worthless. So keep crying on my own. Baby, there is something better. All the dreams that come and watch me get better. Yeah, I wanna give you something that you never had before, something that you never seen before. I wanna give you something, I wanna give you something, something that you never had before, something that you never seen before. Driven by how you think, living by how you feel, it keeps you spinning inside the wheel. The world is going down, you can't find the ground, you're wondering why everything's falling down. Baby, there is something better. Come on, let it go. And watch me get better. Yeah, I wanna give you something that you never had before, something that you never seen before. I wanna give you something, I'm gonna give you something. You're not willing to accept it, so let's get started.
Get it, girl. It's classic. I was out here.
One, two, three, four. Let's go.
goal at this school is to take each and every one of you and learn everything that I can in order to be the best promoter at this school and make each and every one of you a star.
Dunham. Dunham, right?
I ain't never heard that name before in my life. What does it mean? It means my father wanted to take the stupid tradition of passing down a name like Dunham and putting it on his oldest son. I happen to be lucky.
Well, at least you have a name that means something to your family history. Mine is just something my mom named me after a bush red as a child. She can't even remember the name of the book. Just Benji.
We all got our cross to bear, but check them out. Not bad, huh? I mean, they're all right. But you know that Coco is a live chicken head, boy.
Gina seems secretive, interesting, and floaty.
No, Candy Moon is the one I'm interested in. You seen her dance? She can sing too. I mean, we all can do something, or else we wouldn't be here. No, but Candy got that extra, that special, that promotable image going for her that I can work with and push straight to the top. No, I'm just waiting for the right time, that's all. I mean, you talking all that talk. Let's you go do the walk, Dunham. Go get it signed up. Now's the time to say it, yeah? Now's as good as time as any. Hey, bro. Be on alert. Be on alert. This, man, I got this. Candy, right? I'm Dunham. How you doing?
And your friends call you Pam, right?
I see you've been listening.
Oh my goodness. How could she not? As loud as you are. Ooh, watch out now, Candy. Looks like the brother's gonna make a move on you.
I've been watching you, Candy Moon, and I think you could have a future in this business with the right management and promotion.
You don't say. And I suppose you will be the one to get me to stardom.
That's the plan, my sister. That's the plan. See, everybody needs someone to help them get to where they're going. Right, Bradley?
Yeah, sure, man. Whatever. Personally, well, I'm going on my own.
He sure do. What is that money?
But you know what? That's cool. But it takes more than money to make it in this business. If people don't like you and what you're about, you'll never go anywhere. That's where I come in.
Go, Coco. What could you possibly do to help someone else become a star? You're here in school just like the rest of us. And besides, some of us are just natural born stars.
Yeah.
And they don't need anything but a smartphone and social media to do this. Now watch this. Post it. I just received 50 likes in 50 seconds. Now that's stardom, baby. That's stardom.
That kind of stardom doesn't put a dime in your pocket. All it does is feed your ego. I'm talking about feeding your passion and finding people who will appreciate it and will pay for it.
Ew.
I hate Facebook.
Why?
Because people use it to bully people. That's why.
Oh, people bully people with or without Facebook. If you do not like it, defriend them and block them too.
I love you, girl, but my cousin shot himself in the head because of Facebook. He was bullied on it. You can't block it.
Yeah, and see, by that time, the whole world has seen what they have to say about you.
Right?
Make sure, if you take pictures of me, you don't post them on your social media
It's
site.
okay, calm down. Chill
Oh,
out.
come on.
Hey, you way too late for that, Coco. Have you noticed her taking pictures of every single one of us?
Yeah.
You better be on alert, girl.
Would y'all please, like you just do start with being on alert, man?
Wait, did you take pictures of me? Call me.
I don't know if you're in my post or not.
We'll find out. Okay, no.
on notice that I'm the man with the plan that'll take each and every one of you and make you a star, especially you, Candy Moon, just like Candy. Girl, you already got the moon. I'll take you to the stars and beyond.
Pam, I'm sorry, but I already have someone who takes care of me.
Excuse me. I'm not just somebody. I'm just not anybody. I'm the person that you need. The person that'll give you the reason. The reason to be. And get up out your bed every morning, ready to start your day. Nobody can do you like I will, Candy Moon.
Pam, I'm so sorry, but I told you, I already have somebody who does all of that for me and more. Hallelujah. And nobody, in fact, nobody can do me like you can.
Yes, you better say it, Candy.
If I tell all he's done for me, where would I begin? His love is the reason I'm alive and it shows. Go tell it everywhere I go. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. No. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. No one. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. No. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. No one. Nobody, nobody, no. 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 There were days that I could not get out of bed. I prayed for healing and a love that wouldn't stay. Live the love that I never felt. Oh, and now I can't live without you, nothing. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Come on, do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. Nobody, nobody, no. 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 Nobody, nobody, no.
Man! I ain't even trying to compete with the law.
Jesus Christ.
Anybody to manage me?
That's my best friend. That's my best friend. I will build you and you shall be built. I will heal you and you shall be healed. Broken and shattered, displaced in time. It doesn't matter. You still are mine. Love is alive. Hope is alive. You will survive. You will be stronger.
weekend.
You too. Good job on the whole week for me.
Yes,
Come on, Vivian, come on. I'm coming.
Happy 65th birthday, Mom. I miss you. Too bad you had to take the coward's way out. I know you may not believe this, Mom, but since you've been gone, America voted in not once, but twice. Our first black president. And his mother had cancer too and no insurance. You know what our black president, Barack Obama, did, Mom? He made a way out of no way, as you would say, and allowed Americans to get health insurance even though they had cancer or any other disease. Guess what they call it, Mom? Obamacare. And guess why? Because Obama cares.
Miss Catherine.
Oh, Candy, I didn't know you were still here. What, child?
I just wanted to ask a question.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Can I ask you a favor?
What is it?
Can I not be paired up with Ham?
Ham. You mean Dunham.
Yes, ma'am, Dunham. Can I be paired with someone else?
Why, Candy? What has Dunham done?
I mean, nothing really. It's just, I would be more comfortable with somebody else.
Oh, okay. Life is uncomfortable sometimes. Now, I want to know, what has Dunham done to make you feel uncomfortable?
He just keeps getting on my nerves and talking about making me a star and singing crazy songs and he can't sing.
So why did you come to Abundance, Candy, if you didn't want to share your gifts and talents?
Well, I've always wanted to be here. But now that I'm here, I'm not sure if I should be.
Let me be the judge if whether you should be here or not. Why did you come to Abundance? Don't you know how many people would love to take your place?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Do you know how many people have graduated from this when they became a star?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Then why haven't I gotten a direct answer to my question? What are you here for?
I'm here because I got a scholarship to attend.
You're not here because you received the scholarship. You're here because of why you received the scholarship. Your gifts and talents got you into here. Now what are you here for? Are you wasting our time?
No, ma'am, I'm not.
Well, let me be the judge whether or not you should be here. Believe me, if you don't stand up under pressure, you won't be here for long.
The pressure's not going to determine how long I'm going to be here or anywhere for that matter.
You talk in riddles, child. People who talk in riddles usually have something to hide.
Not talking in riddles.
Then why haven't I gotten a direct answer to my question? What are you here for?
I'm here to make my mother happy and to finish something that I started but didn't have the nerve to finish.
Make your mother happy. Maybe one day you'll be here for yourself only. If not, you would have wasted not only my valuable time, but your time as too. Now go on to class, child. Class is over.
But wait, what about not pairing me up with Ham?
You don't understand what I said? I don't make changes in my classroom just to make people feel comfortable. Life is uncomfortable sometimes. You must adjust to that fact of life. Adjust to life.
Well, I plan to do just that, Miss Catherine. Adjust my life.
Riddles, child. Go on to class. Class is over.
As usual, you are stuck at your desk when everybody went home a long time ago.
Well, someone has to be the role model for our students. We can't expect them to work hard if we don't work as hard.
You can't, but I surely can and expect it from you too. They have to pay their dues just like I did to get where I am today.
Well, many of them want to get further than what you did.
Very funny.
I know. What's up?
Well, girl, let me tell you, there is a new student council starting tomorrow. And he's setting up his class today.
Okay. And I would be interested in this because...
Honey, he's black, that's why. The first black counselor in the history of this school. Which is quite ironic because most of the students are black. Anyway.
Are you through with this gossip?
Excuse me? Don't get it twisted. I don't gossip, I inform. Okay? Because you never know what's going on.
Well, thanks for the information. I'm sure he'll do very well here. But if you don't mind, please, I'd like to get my work done.
Whatever, Miss Catherine. Just remember what the good book says.
What's that?
Love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Who's to say I love myself? If it wasn't for Jesus' love, I wouldn't have any love at all. I'm on my way to Jesus' house. I'm on my way, yes, to Jesus' house. I'm gonna sing and shout, yes, and praise his name. I'm on my way.
I'm on my way
To Jesus' house.
to Jesus' house.
I'm gonna sing and shout
Gonna sing and shout
and praise his name.
and praise his name.
I'm on my way to Jesus' house. What are you doing here?
Catherine, look at you. Looking beautiful as ever. And still have your mother's voice out here.
You mean the voice from God, don't you? Look at you, handsome as ever, good looking.
Thank
Oh
you.
my goodness.
Thank you.
What are you doing here?
Oh, haven't you heard? I am the first official black counselor of this prestige black school.
You? It's you? Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. It's you.
Now, Catherine, you're a female. You can't be an uncle. But you sure can be an aunt, though.
I haven't seen you in ages.
Oh. And I haven't heard the old church hymns in ages. Brings back memories, you know.
Good ones, I hope.
Oh. Very good. Must be teenagers. You and I are sitting in the back of the pews listening to our mothers sing in the church hymns. High school, college, you, me.
That was a long time ago.
Seems like yesterday to me.
Well, Mingo, I hope you do very well at this school, and let me know if you have any insight into our students.
Okay, Kathy. I'll do just that. You let me know, all right? Wait over here.
Shame, hang it over the pain, and there is to tell
why? Why does anyone commit suicide? Cowards. That's what they do. They're selfish too.
Now, Cat.
You know I don't like it when you call me cat.
Now, Cat. You know it would take more reasons than that for a person to commit or attempt to commit suicide.
Yes. But Mingo, remember when my mother, right before my mother died, Mom talked in riddles too. And oh, I'm not paying attention to Mother at that time, but I'm paying attention to Candy. And I know for sure that she's going to commit suicide.
Well, why would she? What reason would she have for committing suicide? She's not going to do it. It's going to be all right.
Yeah.
But what about your mom?
Well, Mother was not feeling well, and she made her decision. And I know, it was a bad decision. But what am I going to do? I've got to be.
First of all, it was your mother's decision not to live in pain anymore.
It was a bad decision.
Didn't you tell me that she didn't have enough money for insurance or couldn't afford the treatment? Well, who was going to pay for it? It was your mother's choice not to live in pain anymore. Good or bad, it was her decision.
Yeah, like I said, it was a bad decision. I just don't understand why people who kill themselves don't realize that they're also killing a part of the people that they leave behind.
Baby, just relax, okay? You seem stressed. Ooh. That's it. Relax. Let Mingo give you as a sign. You know, your mom was a strong woman. And strong people, well, they get weak sometimes.
Yes, apparently so. But I just never seen my mom as a person weak in any area. I mean, she pushed me to go after anything I want in life. Why couldn't she do the same?
Maybe what your mom wanted to do while she was living was to die on her own time and on her own time.
No, I'll never understand it, Mingo, never.
What you need is God in your life. And give him a chance to heal you.
God?
Yes.
God is the one who caused me and my mother so much pain.
God didn't cause this pain. What are you talking about?
God is responsible. He's responsible for everything. Didn't Pastor Cleaver tell us that we don't even know ourselves, that God knew us when we were in our mother's womb? Well, he knew my mother was going to get cancer, didn't he? He knew she was going to kill herself, didn't he? Then why didn't he cure her?
God doesn't work like that at all. Your mother believed in the Lord. I remember back in the day, your mom used to praise and worship the Lord. And you did too.
Yes. Miss Chester did. Love to praise and worship the Lord. Every chance he got. Every single day. And look what it got her. It got her cancer.
It got her comfort.
It got her suffering.
It got her peace.
It got her pain.
It got her understanding.
It got her death. And she's gonna burn in hell because of it too.
Is that why you're upset? Because you're afraid that you're not going to see your mother on the other side?
Other side?
Yes.
What other side, Mingo? How do we know for sure there is another side? And if there is, Mother committed one of the worst sins. She took her own life. How can God forgive that?
Maybe she Might have repented right before she took her last breath, you know.
Sure, Mingo, sure.
Oh, Kat, you're just going to have to believe that your mother, who trusts and worshiped the Lord, asked for God's forgiveness before she took her last breath, and that God forgave her before she did. I'm serious, Kathy. You just got to believe. When was the last time you worshiped and praised the Lord?
I don't have the courage to worship and praise the Lord.
Kat, come on. God has blessed you many times since your mother's passed. You just got to believe. Come on. Just believe. Just believe. Don't be afraid to worship.
I don't have the courage to worship.
Don't be afraid. It's going to be okay. Listen to these beautiful words. You have made up your mind that you are going to serve Him. Now is the time to come before God's throne. Even though your heart may feel so heavy weighted upon, cast all your cares, for He's standing right there. So don't be afraid to worship. I'm so afraid, for you know all the things He'll do for you. Keep on believing and place your trust in Him. Watch and see all the things He'll do for you.
He knows my heart's fragile. Every time it beats, I'm so afraid to let him in. No, I'm so afraid to draw near. So I am so afraid to worship.
Don't be afraid.
Cause I know all the things you do for me. Yeah. Just keep on believing and place your trust in Him. Watch and see all the things you'll do for me.
It's gonna be okay. God said, if you take that one step,
No.
listen, if you take that one step, He'll take two. Just take that one step. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Thanks for practicing with me before class, Brad.
No problem, Gina. I needed to practice anyway. They didn't tell me how to learn all the arts when I came to this school. But Gina, I got a question.
Okay?
Why are you so excited about social media?
Not excited about it.
Somebody threatened to kick my butt if I post a picture of him. Sure enough sign that you're uptight about it. At least got an issue with it.
I have an issue with it. There's a difference in being uptight about it.
So, what's your issue?
What difference does it make?
I mean, it don't make no difference. I'm just trying to make conversation with you, that's all. Get to know you a little bit.
Why?
Why not?
What do you want, Bradley?
I just told you, you know. I'm just making conversation with you. What's up with you?
You know, people use it to hurt people. It's just another form of bullying, that's why.
Who bullied you?
It's Sam was bullied.
Who was bullied then?
What difference does that make?
Gina. Your wrist?
What?
You're a cutter, Gina?
What?
The other day in the gym, when you took your jacket off, the little bracelets you be wearing fell off. And I seen the scars on your wrist.
I'm not a cutter, Bradley.
So what you do? Try to kill yourself by slitting your wrist?
You know what? It's none of your business, okay? Just leave me alone.
It's not my business. But I see you need friends. This how you act. Let me know you need friends, and I'm willing to be your friend.
Why?
I mean, you walk around like you're sad all the time, look like you want to cry, and you keep trying to play that tough girl. Girl, I don't believe it.
I didn't ask you to believe anything.
There you go. You don't have to ask for what you need. I said, I see you need friends, and I'm willing to be your friend. Simple as that.
It's never as simple as that when a man has to be your friend.
That's not true. I have at least 3 lady friends I ain't slept with, nor do I plan on sleeping with them. You believe me, Gina? I do not want to sleep with you. I'm
Why? Because you think I'm crazy? Because you think I'm a cutter?
Yeah. Got them scars on your wrist somehow.
You're so nosy.
People are so secretive and sensitive, like you are, Gina.
You know what? You're getting on my last nerve, Brad. Don't you have somewhere to be?
I mean, I always got somewhere to be. But I chose to be right here at this moment with you.
You know what? You can stay here a moment. I'm leaving, okay? But, wait, Mom.
Hi, honey, I've been looking all over for you. Did you get my voicemail?
Mom, how many times have I asked you to please text me? Nobody checks voicemail. What are you doing here?
I came to see how you're doing since you haven't called me. And besides, I was in the neighborhood.
Neighborhood? Mom, we live in the next state.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, anyway, decided to take a short vacation and come out here and visit you. And my girlfriend, she drove out here with me. So we spent some time together.
Well, as you see, I'm doing fine. When are you leaving?
Gina, why are you being so rude? How you doing, man? My name is Bradley.
Hello, young man. I'm Mrs. Gizzard, Gina's mother. And who are you to my daughter?
Okay, that's enough. He's just a student here, that's all. And actually, class is about to start in a few minutes. You can't be here with Miss Catherine. She doesn't like anybody in her classroom except for students. So where are you staying?
Oh, honey, I've got the presidential suite at the Hilton. Yes, and I've got it for the entire weekend. So that gives us plenty of time to catch up on things.
Okay, just text me your room number and we'll catch up later.
Well, you know I'm not going to my room just yet. I've got some shopping to do. But what we can do is have dinner. Let's say around 7. How about you invite your friend? What's your name? Bradley? Yeah, invite your... 7 sounds good.
No, thank you, man. I already got plans. But it was nice to meet you.
Likewise. Well, I love you, baby. See you later.
What are you doing today? Hey, Candy, hey, what's up? Good. Come on, Mom, please, this is so long. Rush it out.
Clean up. Well, I mean, give you a great tour. Now, thank you, Mrs. Gizzard, and welcome.
Leave it to my mother to be called out by the school office. Oh, gosh. Look, Brad, really appreciate it. You didn't say anything about my wrist.
Oh, I'm not. That's your business. I'm just letting you know I'm always on the alert.
Well, you know, what about you and Benji?
What about?
Well, like, you and here like brothers.
Oh, yeah. I would be lying if I told you that you ain't on the alert too. And you'd be fucking.
What? Of course. Everybody wants to talk about the crazy girl who killed her baby.
Wait, what?
I mean, cut it. I meant.
Nah, that's not what you just said, Gina.
Look, Brett, leave me alone, okay?
I guess, Gina, if I'm just letting you know, no matter what, everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah, she is. And she is so funny. She had us cracking up at the dorm last night. Uninvited, I might add. Whew. You know, you're really blessed. Your mom came all the way here to see how you were doing. That's way more than my mother would ever do.
She's just checking on me. That's all. Make sure I'm not doing anything crazy.
Crazy like what?
It doesn't matter.
Gina, I think I know what you're talking about.
What do you mean?
Well, someone has to tell you, so it might as well be me. Coco found out some information about you on social media. She was snooping around.
What?
It was information like your suicide attempt, you know, how you lost your baby, and how you went to the psych ward.
That snake!
But, Gina, how did you get the courage?
What courage?
You know, the courage to try to kill yourself.
You know what? Out of all the questions about my attempt, that's got to be the best.
Yes. So how did you do it? Like, weren't you scared?
Scared of living another day.
No. I mean, scared to kill yourself, like scared to go to hell.
I know what you meant, and I answered your question. But truth is, I was scared to live another day. Not ending my days on this hell on earth.
I mean, it's a scary thing to do, isn't it? There are a lot of conflicting feelings involved with the decision to kill yourself.
Candy, you talk like you know all too well the feeling.
Yeah, I do.
So, have you made that decision?
What, to kill myself? You know, it's a possibility that I live with every day. But if and when I kill myself, I don't want to fail as we live. Like, how do you live with that?
How do I live with it? Which part? The failure at killing myself or the success at killing my unborn baby?
All of it.
I live with it by realizing in the end that it's God's decision if we live or die, not ours.
But I don't understand.
You can have the best laid out plans. I did.
Well, why didn't they work?
You can have a method that won't fail. I did.
But your method failed.
You can have everything in place so that you will die and not live.
But you lived.
You can decide that your life is no longer worth living and then give yourself permission to die. I did.
But you didn't die.
And then God, who is always watching, steps in and gives you permission to live.
To live and not die.
To live and arise.
I think I understand.
Yeah?
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit more?
Yeah. I've been here watching over you ever since before you ever knew what you did, what you done, what you yet to do. I know we can work, we can go to war, we can chill, and I can feel your source. Everything will be
Well, everybody, it's time for the big showstopper, so I can make that. Make you some money. You said it right. We all know your main goal is to make your money from the sweats off our backs.
No, brother, it's just somebody's got to be the front man in this business.
But hey, like Tupac would always say, I ain't mad at you.
Hey, what about Candy Moon? She signed up yet?
Oh, man, I'm gonna have to work that hustle next semester. Every time I try to say something to her, it's like she's not interested in what I'm saying. But that's okay. She'll come around. You'll see.
Why? Because she can't resist the ham charm, huh?
You just said it. I'm confirming it. That's all.
Are you crazy?
Man,
Benji.
Yeah,
You coming back to school next year?
Yeah. Why you ask me that? Why would
You didn't seem too comfortable here. That's because he thought everybody was gonna call him gay, you know, see a dancer. And I stopped all his action with his ladies, if you know what I mean.
Shut up, Bradley.
Oh, dang, man, my bad. It slipped out.
Listen. Benji, nobody thinks you gay, man. I mean, I've been around and I haven't heard anybody call you gay. Besides, this is a school. Everybody's here, creative, eccentric, very accepting of others, regardless. Besides, it's all about the art. All about the art, man.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, you know, I haven't had as many problems as I did when I was in high school. And guess what? I got a part-time job. Now I can help my mom afford her tuition. Now I don't feel as bad as her working so hard for me to go here.
I'm glad I ain't got to worry about that. 'Cause, you know, Bradley ain't really work for nobody but himself.
Of course, it's all about Bradley, right?
Right.
Oh, girl, oh my God. Well, Candy, we made it.
Yes, we did.
Another semester without trying to kill ourselves.
Girl, and I'm so glad we made it. You know, it was this semester when I was going to try to kill myself.
You know, I'm so glad you didn't. You know, you were really the first person who wanted to know what I was thinking, how I felt. My mom didn't even allow us to talk about it in the house. She wouldn't even send me to a counselor, which the school recommended. I was so full of hurt, anger. Like, I hated myself.
You don't still hate yourself, do you?
Oh, no. You know, if God can forgive someone like me, then I have to forgive myself. It's like a weight has been lifted off of me, and I feel so free, and I can live again.
Oh, I'm so glad. I feel the same way. You know, I used to write those letters to help me deal with my mother's death. You know, she died when I was in high school, so I really pretty much thought that the next time I would see her would be on the other side, soon. So glad I didn't do it.
Yeah. What do you do with all those letters?
Well, I keep them in a shoebox.
Are like all of them negative?
Pretty much. See, I had some unfinished business with my mother. When my father died, I knew he loved me. I knew he was proud of me. But when he died, the confidence in me died with him. But when my mother died, I didn't know what she thought. So I hated her and I hated myself. But all that negativity was in those letters, so I don't need them anymore.
You know, I'm really glad that you feel like the need to get rid of all those letters.
I'm gonna burn them, you know that?
Yes. You know, my mother gets on my last nerve, girl, but she's always had confidence in me.
She sure has.
I really appreciate her for that.
Right. And you should. Your mother is a blessing. So I hope that you appreciate her every day.
I do. I love her so much.
Now, girl, are you ready to come alive?
Yes, let's come alive.
Oh, the end of the school year. Let's have a break, you know. What's your plan?
Rest, peace, and quiet.
Doesn't sound like a fun summer to me. Surely you could do better than that.
I could. But after this emotional roller coaster of a semester, I just need to take some time to reflect on some things.
Well, what type of things?
Well, first I'm going to think about the relationship I have with God. You know, now that I'm not mad at him anymore, and try to find my way back into his good standings. Then I'm going to think about the relationship I have with my mother, the love that we had, now that I'm not angry with her anymore.
You know that you're in good standings now that you got God back in your heart. And I'm glad to hear that you're remembering the good times that you had with your mom. You know, when you was younger, you and your mom was close. And she always had your back.
Yes, she did.
I guess I was just, you know, angry with her all the time, and I just didn't mourn for her properly, you know?
Your
Could have
mom,
had her back, and I would have loved to take care of her when she was sick.
your mom, she was a strong and proud woman. And I know it kind of hurted her to reverse the roles in life.
What do you mean?
From going from caregiver to receiver of care. Your mother was 45 years old when she had breast cancer. And I'm sure it really hurted her to have you take care of her. Cancer can be such an unforgiving illness.
Yeah, I know. But I've forgiven her. And now I can grieve and mourn for her properly, and I miss her. And that's why, I'm going to do that on my break. That's what I need the time off.
Okay. What about us?
What about us?
Kathy, don't play dumb. You know what I'm talking about. What about us? Is there a chance that you and I can get back together again like you were before your mother passed? And before you left, I might add.
Bring that up again?
Yeah, I'll bring it up again. Because remember, I'm not just anything or anybody.
I told you. I know. I said after Mom died, I just couldn't deal with anything or anybody. Yeah, I said that.
And what have I been, Kathy? What have I been to?
Well, at one time, you were a strong tower in my life, Nina.
And?
And yes, you were the love of my life.
You're the love of my life now!
Shut up.
I'm serious, Kathy. I never stopped loving you. And it's got to be God ordained that I came to this school because I had no idea that you were here. And now we're together again.
We're not together.
We can be if you let it happen. You still think I'm the cutest boy on the block, right?
What, boy?
Nobody can do you like I can, right?
You are not Jesus. You are not Jesus, okay?
And then, you got love for this brother. Hey, come give your mingle lover. Come on. Hey, I tell you what. How about dinner tonight? And we celebrate your coming out.
Celebrate what?
You're coming alive again since you let God back in your heart. Deal? All right.
If you guys can get up on your feet for this last song, we really appreciate it. Thank you for coming to come live.
Thank you.
we gotta get up here. So if you guys can wait for Miss Julie. The short story is this. I wrote an album. She came to my concert and then she gonna play. That's the short story. Did you come alive? Did you enjoy the play? Did you receive the message? Are you gonna tell somebody about it? Remember, you can go leave, whatever, come back. 15 minutes, we got Ghetto No She Didn't. You're gonna love that. That's comedy. One woman. And you can also come back to see it for the second show. So get on social media right now. Right now. Come.
Text them.
No, oh yeah, and don't, as Gina says, don't post her.